I have like no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. So I have no idea what I am doing, but I'm doing it. It's been forever since I've done the setup like this. So please bear with me. Can you all hear me? Hello, everyone. Ooh, y'all popping up in the chat. Ooh, hey, y'all. Hey, fly girl. A P-Y, I mean, P-Y, Lord, P-Y, P-L-D-Y. Girl, red. Okay. Shout out, member. Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? It says share your referral link. What is that? What is that? Hi, Belle Boo. Hi, Amanda. I missed you too. I miss you. I really wanna kiss you, but I can't. I love you guys. Hello, everyone. Giselle, what you mean? It's about time. Giselle, I've been busy. Like, I have been so busy. Like, and it's the end of school. Thank God. I'm so over school. Getting up every morning, picking them up, dropping them off, looking at grades. Just, yeah. So my daughter graduated yesterday. It was cute. It was a cute graduation. She's now a ninth grader. She's going into high school. Help me. Send help. Send help. So I have two kids in high school. Crazy work. So she graduated yesterday. Thanks, baby Shay. Thanks, boo. I'll make sure I'll tell her. Thank you for y'all. She's at an amusement park with her friends. I have to go pick her up in a couple hours here. But yeah, so I decided to pop on live because I missed you guys. And I know you guys missed me. Thank you, everyone. That's enough. Congratulations. This is about me. Okay? Y'all got y'all nerve. I don't have to listen to everybody in the public. Everybody keep walking up to my child, walk right past me. Up to my kids, talking about some congratulations. I'm like, it ain't the real one. It ain't the one that count. It ain't the one that count. No, your favorite soap dealer. Nah. Everything is not about her. What about me? I'm the reason that she graduated because I kept her in school. I'm the reason she stayed in school. Didn't nobody say nothing to me. Didn't nobody say good job? No, baby Shay. No. Didn't nobody say good job? You such a good dad. This what you supposed to be doing. This what that looked like. That's what that word, girl. They walking up to her like she get herself up from school every morning. She don't. I might as well go to school with her. Drop them off and pick them up every day. Then everybody want to get her a few dollars. Give me why I can't get a couple dollars. All the gas that I had to spend, getting her back and forth so she go graduate. And they want to give all our money to her. Nah. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Miss Live 3D TV Reactions, girl. At least somebody. Nah. Thank you, sweetheart. No. Mm-mm. That is an excuse, Miss 0828. That is an excuse. I want to hear that. Nah. Mother's Day already mean more than Father's Day. Y'all mad at us. Like, no, God said that y'all had to push the churn out. Y'all gotta talk to the Lord about that. I'll push the baby out if the Lord said that's what that word. I'll be okay. I would have pushed the baby out. But God said no. You ain't got, don't worry about that part. I said, okay. Y'all mad at us. Nah. So let's get into it. Hey, y'all, please hit the like. Oh Lord, we got one. Faith. Now you done been around here too long. It's been fine, Daddy. Thank you. Y'all so wonderful. That was so kind. That you come West. I love you. Yeah. So y'all, hold on. Let me get back to the Faith. Ooh, y'all tried it. I've been over here a long time. I don't know these buttons. Ooh, I gotta relearn these buttons. Tip West, I gotta relearn these buttons. Tip West, help me, girl. Look, Tip West. Faith said, today my birthday shine. Faith, did nobody tell you to come up in here born? That is so annoying when y'all come in here born. You know how I feel about people being born? I don't like it. Nah. Now y'all hurry up and say happy birthday to Faith. And hurry up. We only need 2, 3 of them. Baby Shay, that's 1. Okay, Amanda Curry, that's 2. Sheila, that's 3. That's it. That's all Faith needs. Trying to act like she didn't destroy her mama life years ago. That woman probably still have more stuff that she wanted to do before you was born, Faith. She probably wanted you still, but wanted you a little bit later on in life. And you coming here glorifying the day that you ruined that woman's life. Nah. Okay, now look at here. Come on. We good. Oh my God, honey. We are at our birthday quota. Ro, I know you, Ro. Now we supposed to be way better than that. Look at Tamaria. Oh my God, Tamaria. Oh my God, you always. Is you late? Is you late, girl? Because we said 2, 3. We're at our quota. Faith is getting way too much attention right now. This is not the Faith DavieWay show. Now Faith knows she wrong for this shit. And I'm going to talk to her about being born. Because there's a lot that happened on June 6th. We do that. My God. Now, happy birthday, girl. I hope you're doing something other than looking at me. You know, my damn girl. Okay, me fine. It's my birthday. Go roll something. Now, I hope you have a good day, Faith. That's a shame because I really liked you. I really did. Faith, I liked you, girl. I don't know how I feel about you now. Oh, you said you sent the cash up? Are we all right? Oh, we fine. Okay, so you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. I deserve. Yeah. Oh, you sent the cash up, girl. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. So y'all, hi, Miss Lucky Boo. Hey, Ralph. LaRon. I love LaRon. Hi, Potent Pondering. Y'all get over there and subscribe. If y'all not subscribed to Potent Pondering already, love him. Okay? Love LaRon. Shout out to LaRon. I love him. So y'all, look at my boo Teresa. Hey, Teresa girl. She's okay. She ain't born good. She said, love you, Sean. Love you too, girl. 21 months and counting. Correct. Oh my goodness. You girl, you love you some me, girl. I don't know why. But you love you some me. Gone, girl. Gone, girl. So yes. So I love y'all. Now that it's been a while, I know it's been a while. So we had to talk a little bit. So the title it says Halle Bailey exposed area. Ooh, not area. Ooh, not my girl. Exposed by DDG. My girl done filed a restraint in order against Halle. Correct. He said you supposed to be 500 feet away from my house. That's what that word. And DDG prevents Halo from leaving the U.S. Hey, girl. I said, let that baby go out the country. This ain't got nothing to do with him. Now he can't go to Turks and Caicos and all of that stuff because you want to argue with his mama. Don't take that from that baby. She wasn't cheating on you over there on vacation with her sister. I said, don't do that. Don't you do that. Let that baby go out the country. That's a damn shame. I said, now, Halo. You see how your parents is running them up? I understand them running them up by Halo because Halo is super cute. Halo is super cute. So I would be doing all of this fighting and stuff over my baby too. Okay, because Halo is a cute baby. Ooh, Lord, he a cute baby. Now it's them ugly ones that I just be like, go ahead. You know, that's why I'm thank God that all my churn is beautiful. That's why I'll file for custody. Correct. That's why I took them mom to court because my kids was ugly. Girl, them all you. I jumped a few dollars over there to them Dobermans. Girl, I want to start over anyway. Look, they all ugly. That's why they all got your last name instead of mine. And it is what it is. You can have them little ugly motherfuckers. Nah. You ain't got to worry about it. Not even a little piece. Of course. Girl, they all ugly. They can stay over there. Except they giving you nightmares and night tremors and stuff all night. Girl. They giving you sleep apnea and all of that. And I'm like, that's on you. That's on you. Yes, Daddy. We about to get into some text messages. I saw them text messages. Shout out to my baby. Hold on. I got two babies. My baby, Miss 3D, live TV. Y'all make sure y'all get over there and subscribe to my girl. This is my girl. This is my girl. Okay. And she be on your nigga neck just like me. Okay. The bumpy part. We be on the bumpy side. Okay. Sign your pity on the run account. We will be live tomorrow afternoon, roasting Netter down. Now look at here, you fly. If you thought I was done, Netter, you're out of your rabbits. Okay, we'll make time for you. We absolutely will. Shout out to Dayla. Thank you so much. Dayla said, definitely miss you. Oh my God, I miss you too, Dayla. And you don't be coming in here born. I love that about you, girl. My God. Girl, you don't come in here born at all. I love that about you, girl. You ain't like Faith. You ain't like Faith. She's supposed to be my girl. Yes, I love y'all. Shout out to my baby Giselle. Yes, the ugly ones. Yes, Giselle. Thanks for lipstick. I do all this fighting over Halo. Halo is cute. Halo, he's such a little cutie. So I'll be fighting over him too. He's adorable, right? So, but the ugly ones, ooh, yeah. If Halo was ugly, I'd be like, what's they doing all this fighting for? What is all this for? Why? Like it's a fly. Who do all this fighting over a mosquito? Over a possum with a pamper on? Like who do all of that? It's like I feel like Joe, Mr. Nelda, there was never a custody battle with his parents. After he hatched, there was no what is they fighting for? That he run up your electricity and all type of stuff when you're turning ugly because you got to do more. Correct. You got to do their hair every day and stuff like that. Cute kids, you just let them just run out the house if you tired in the morning. Be like, look, I'm just put some ponytail real quick and right on top and push them out the door. Because they cute. So it's just like they eating. Like no matter what. But when they ugly, you got to get barrettes and girl curling irons and flat irons and girl bonnets and it's a lot. It is a lot having an ugly child. It is. Now I don't know nothing about it, but I have seen it. I've been over a few people's house and they be sitting they churn outside, Jordan, everything. All of that. I'm like, they ugly. So it's like they need that. Because the cute kid could go to school in a Walmart outfit and a Target outfit and be fire. You know, just super cute as can be. You know, when they don't need all that. They don't need no Gucci, Prada, all of that. We ain't got to overcompensate. We just send our cute kids on right on to school. But when you got ugly churn, it's a lot. Oh, y'all, poor people. I'm gonna pray for y'all tonight. It's a lot of y'all right now that's opening the door for them. They getting off the bus. Correct. They flying off the bus right now as we speak, landing on the porch. Gay. So I'm gonna pray for y'all and them baby bats. Y'all is over there with. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Now let's get into this because girl, y'all, it's just messy. So y'all, Halle came forward and said, what she say? Ooh, Halle came forward and lied. Now I'm not gonna say that she lied, but I'm just gonna say that she didn't necessarily tell the truth. If you ask me, now y'all know I am still team area. I am still team area. That's my girl. I love the Baileys. Them is my girls. But let's get into this. Because girl, I said, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Shut your mouth and keep on talking. So yeah, it was right here. So I do feel like it was a low blow, but at the same time, it's like I really don't. I'm gonna put something on the screen so you guys can like see it with me, because like why not? Because we can do that over here. Okay, boom. Police at the light. So y'all, DDG. Haley, look what your man done did, girl. Because I still feel like they're a little piece together. Now I don't feel like they all the way together, but I do feel like they're a little piece, you know, still together, y'all. So yes, and I feel like this is why a lot of this has been happening. Correct. There we go. Correct, because they still, you know, hunching on each other. Now it says, shout out to the share room. It says attempted attacks and coercion. 10 bombshell allegations from DDG's temporary restraining order against Halle Bailey. Explain, okay? So he done put a temporary restraining order on Ariel, y'all. He done put a temporary restraining order on a mermaid. I said, oh my goodness. I said, DDG, why are you doing all of this? But at the same time, I mean, she did the same thing. So I can't, you know, really like come for DDG because, hey, shout out to my boo Sharon for renewing her membership. I know she's been a member, so shout out to my boo. Hi, Cammy. Oh my God, I love you. Hi, Cammy. So y'all, so let's get into this. So June 4th marked the end of the temporary restraining order of Halle Bailey against DDG. A judge had appointed her temporary legal and physical custody of their son, Halo, amid the mother's allegations of physical and emotional abuse. She was also granted permission to travel with 1-year-old to Italy for work. Early June 4th, DDG clapped back with his own restraining order and travel ban request. Early reports suggested the judge denied the TRO, but DDG's lawyer has since confirmed that it was partially granted. So the restraining orders with TRO mean for the ones in the back. And he was granted a temporary restraining order just like Halle. Okay, so Halle had got one and he got one too, but he didn't get a full restraining order on Halle. Okay, so it's just a partial one, and let's get into that, how it's partial, how he only got a little piece how he only got a little piece of a restraining order on her. So we're going to get into that. Let's keep going. So it says right here, the father's declaration and documented screenshots didn't spare any details. Daryl dug deep into their history, citing multiple incidents of abuse, violence, tracking, and unaliving language before and after Halo's birth in December 2023. Also, he attached screenshots of texts of Bailey allegedly sent between 2022 and 2025. His mother, Tanya Granberry, and her fiance also submitted declarations citing witness incidents between Halle and DDG. Halle, I should say. Given the content of Daryl's petition on social media hasn't backed off the topic yet, especially after the judge gave him a partial win. A judge ruled on June 5th that Halle cannot perpetrate any physical or verbal abuse towards her ex-boyfriend. Halo, however, will remain in her custody until June 24th and is allowed to travel internationally with her. So DDG tried to make it so that she could not leave the country knowing that she was about to leave the country. So I think that that's a little dirty to say like, oh, well, you can't leave the country. I'm going to make it so that you can't go nowhere with my son. It's like, why? She works. She's an actress. She's a singer, musician. So she works. She has a real job. Sorry. She has a real job, but whatever. So let's keep going. Girl. DDG's restraining order revealed first breakup in February 2022. For context, dating rumors about Halle and Daryl started in January 2022, after they popped out to an Usher residency show together. By the following month, DDG claims Bailey had become aggressive and hostile about his working relationships with other women. His declaration cited an incident during the Grammy weekend in February 2022. However, the dates do not align, given that the award show took place on April 3rd that year. For clarity, the Grammys only happened in February during the years of 2023 and 2024. Halle and DDG walked the red carpet together in 2024. In his court docs, DDG claimed Bailey allegedly got upset over him texting her previous girlfriend. Again, he cited that the incident dates as Grammy weekend in February 2022. So there was a discrepancy found in his, I'm not going to say allegations, but in the information that he was putting into a discovery, if you will, to show reasons why she shouldn't have custody of Halo. And one of those incidents marked in 2022, February, when he stated that it was after or during the Grammys that year, but the Grammys did not happen in 2022 in February. It actually happened in April. So they're confused by that because they like, looky here. In 2023 to 2024, the Grammys did happen in February, and you were on the red carpet in 2024 photographed, but together. But in 2022, not so much. So do you just have the wrong dates, or is this a fabrication? Is what they were trying to figure out, which is weird because that would definitely be DDG's lawyer's responsibility to make sure that that information was accurate before submitting it into court. So that's not really something that I'm going to come at DDG for. I would, because again, his attorney, I'm sure, filed this, not him, not DDG going to physically do it himself. So yeah, I think that that is weird. But okay, we're moving around along. Let's keep going. In his court docs, DDG claimed Bailey allegedly got upset over him texting her previous girlfriend. Again, he cited the incident dates as Grammy weekend, February 2022. He alleged that she retaliated by texting a man at 2 a.m. to meet, and he sought to end the relationship. So I really don't see what the problem is, DDG. Why do you get doo-doo garbage? Why do you get to text ex-girlfriends? But then she texts the dude at 2 o'clock in the morning. She texts the dude at 2 o'clock in the morning on her. What you doing, big head? Hey, big head. Why, when you do it, I'm just texting her back because, you know. But then she do it and you want to end a relationship. Why are you loser men like that? Y'all are so annoying. Y'all are some bitches. Like, at the end of the day, like, y'all really are. Like, y'all really are. Because y'all can did not take. Like, y'all will cheat on a female with 50 girls. Kiss a dude and it over. But you, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging. Like, y'all cheat time after time. They cry, all of this stuff for forgiveness. Beg for us to stay. So, you know, y'all have a little piece of our heart. Y'all be having a little piece of our heart. So then we let y'all stay. But then we text the dude. We see a cute dude and we look at him too long and why I oughta. It's over. Why? You a hoe. You a slut. You a this, you a that. Okay. Okay. That is So weird. But I mean, it happens all the time. Like, dudes are so like, it is annoying. It is annoying. Like, you admitting, like, you text a whole ex-girlfriend, but then she texts a dude and the relationship over. We're done. Why? No, the hell we not. No, we not. Get your ass up and hold my hand. No, we go together. Tell them hoes we go together. You got your nerve. Please. And I'm gonna go sit on his face. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit on his mustache. I'm gonna have his mustache tickle me down below. But yeah, and we gonna stay together. What is the problem? Yes, I'm about to go over there. He about to slut me out. Pound town. A pound ski. Like, absolutely. Like, hello? Glow, bow. Like, hello? Yes. And he about to be, I'm gonna let him beat it off the frame. I'm gonna let him use the whole pack of condoms on me. So Liz. Why I can't go slob on the knob like corn on the cob? What is the problem? But you will go to Mexico with 3 different hoes and sleep with all 3 of them at the same time and separately. And then just come home, kiss me right in my mouth. I love you. I miss you. Got your damn nerve. I'm like, wow, like, okay, I guess. Like, how can I say y'all are so weak? Like, that is so weak to me. Like, yeah, a cheater cannot take being cheated on. Like, why? You can do it, but it just can't happen to you. The main dude, like, yo, you a meter dude, and he'll cheat on you 15, 16 times in a row. But tell you the reason why he don't want to be in a relationship is because he had his heart broke before. Girl, I done been hurt before. I done been lied to before. And you done did it too. Like, hello, a lot of it. Like, ew. Dogs hate being treated like dogs. They do. Like, I cannot. Like, okay, doo-doo garbage, but whatever. Moving right along. I just can't. Like, to me, that is very manipulative. Like, ugh. Moving right along. However, he claims things spiraled again soon after escalating to verbal abuse and physical aggression. He added that she continued to accuse him of cheating during projects with female talent. The tension, he says, disrupted his peace and of mind and emotional calm. Imagine being upset because your girl is accusing you of something that you do. If you don't cheat, then I would feel like, okay, Holly, that was given like a little delusional. Like, you should probably fall back. Your insecurities are like all over the place. You should probably get that together. Your self-esteem is extremely low. So you should probably work on those things. But if you have cheated on her, then why wouldn't she question you being around other women if that's when you take the time to cheat? If she with you, I don't think that she'll care because she's there. So she knows that you don't have the audacity to do it, because some of y'all are bold. Y'all sneak in the bathroom, all type of shit, dirty niggles. Some of y'all are very bold. So y'all will cheat right in front of the girl, be right in the next room, for real. Like, a lot of y'all are just like dogs, like that. So why wouldn't she have those concerns if you've already done it? Like, ugh. Like, I'm like, what sense does that make? Like, if you've never cheated, then I would get it. Then it's like, yeah, that is like a delusion. If it's like you want to be cheated on, or you want me to cheat, or you're cheating, because it's like, is your guilt that bad for you cheating that it's like you want me to do it? Because I'm not cheating. Like, I'm not seeing anyone. Like, you don't have any proof of anything. There's nothing I'm hiding. Like, my phone right here. Like, my email's open. Like, what? Here you go. Go through it all. You have fun. Let me know when you're done. Take all the time you need. If it's a situation like that, then I would get it. But you've proven to be a cheater. So why would she not worry about those type of things when you are around smuts? Like, you say female work, like, what do you say? With female talent. Let's not act like the majority of the females that be around you, DDG, aren't on OnlyFans. I'm gonna need you to stop acting like you work with like Bias and stuff all day. You don't. Your female talent isn't like, I had Nicki Minaj on my show like you Kai Cenat. I had Nicki Minaj on my show and she went crazy because I had a female talent there. Because that's a female talent. Nicki Minaj is a married woman. So if Holly felt like, then I would be like, okay, yeah, it's wrong here. And whatnot, but it's not. So you trying to make her seem delusional that move right along. Like I said, that's why I feel like I would be Team Holly here. Because if you cheated, what's the problem? You should expect her to not trust you. You have to gain it back. And I don't feel like you did anything to regain that trust. I think you just kept getting up over and over again. But whatever. His declaration claims the relationship with Halle Bailey took a volatile turn almost immediately. DDG says their time together included repeated arguments, threats, and physical altercations. In March 2022, DDG went on Instagram official with Halle with a now deleted post for her birthday on the 27th. Days before, though, they allegedly had an intense text conversation. Exhibit 4 in DDG's restraining order includes dated texts from March 10th, 2022 at 6:46 p.m. in which Halle asked DDG why he left. He replied, "I'm done with the threats." She then sent 2 file attachments of unknown context before texting him, "Answer the fucking phone." Answer the fucking phone! Twice and threatening to end the relationship if he didn't. Okay, now I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't, what is the problem? He do need to answer the phone before the relationship is over. What about it? Answer the phone, doo-doo garbage. This why she think you cheating on her now. Got your nerve. Answer the phone or the relationship is over. The girl. Answer your damn phone. I'm pregnant. What the hell wrong with you? So yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Yes, okay. Okay. If he didn't answer. About 15 minutes, after about 15 minutes, he said, "I just want to be left alone, please." She immediately responded, "I have a knife." Let's keep reading. And twice said she was calling for help, adding, "But why don't you care? But why don't care, do you?" In another message, he responded, "Have a knife for what?" Timestamp texts from about 40 minutes later show Bailey accusing DDG of not caring. "Whatever I decide to do is none of your concern," she wrote at 7:45, adding, "Just leave me in peace." DDG then responded 2 minutes later saying that he came there to check on her. "For you to act like you're going to hurt yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do anything like that," he wrote. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because he putting words to my girl's mouth. She then told him that she didn't expect him to leave. And what she decides to do is her business. "Don't feel sad either. It's cool," Bailey allegedly wrote. To that, DDG accused his ex of playing childish pull-up game after telling him to leave. "You keep threatening me to leave me alone and saying you F with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that." Okay, so he said that she was trying to hurt herself. She said, "I have a knife." She could have been chopping some onions up. We don't know what that meant. We don't know exactly what that meant. Now, I get people, jumping to assumptions and saying like, well, clearly she was threatening to hurt herself. I didn't hear her say at all that she was about to hurt herself. Did y'all? I didn't hear that. Now, there is a time to where that does come up from her, but I don't hear nothing about her saying that she's about to. She just said, "I have a knife." What if she would have said, "I have a fork"? Hello, she's the mermaid. She has all type of trinkets and all of that stuff. Hello. Out of the sea. Wish I could be. Y'all got her up. She is the mermaid. She has all type of trinkets and gadgets and all of that stuff. Oh, hello. See, this is what y'all not about to do with my girl. This is what y'all not about to do. The mermaid had all Tip West. The mermaid had all type of area. She was still in character. Oh my God. Y'all are so harsh. The mermaid had all type of stuff. Yes. Out of the sea. Yes. Yes. Correct. So the mermaid had all type of stuff. Y'all ain't about to do that. She ain't say nothing about I have this knife and it's to my wrist. She had nothing, but she didn't say nothing about I got this knife up to my neck. She did not say that. Y'all not about to do that. Not to my girl. She didn't say I have the knife pointed at the baby, pointed at my stomach. I'm gonna get rid of my own. I'm gonna do my own abortion. She didn't say that. I don't know what you guys are talking about. She said, don't feel sad either. She could have been talking about him not caring about her because she said that you don't care about me. You don't care about me. You do not care about me at all. I will call your probation officer and they will put your black back in jail. So that's just what that word. Yes. Who's in it? What's this? Galore. Correct. So y'all got y'all nerve. Nah, my girl ain't saying nothing about hurting herself. Now, DDG, you wrong for that doodle garbage. Yes, get this and Gazmos, plenty correct. Nah, don't do that. Now we not about to just put the girl. Now let's keep going. I got your back. Hey, Holly girl, they tried it. I got you, baby. I got you, girl. Bailey allegedly threatened self-harm and spoke of dying in 2022 and between 2022 and 2025. 2022. Several months into the public relationship, threats of self-harm continued. What you mean continue? She just said that she should have said, Holly, you should have said, I got a gadget, girl, because then maybe, in them, DDG, I skipped. In Exhibit 5, in his restraining order, included text screenshots from August 23rd, 2022. In them, DDG admits to swerving calls, telling Holly she won't ruin his day, that the trust issues are becoming overwhelming, and so is the cheating. Hello? Please hit the like. How dare you? Daryl, the cheating is overwhelming too. You coming in the house smelling like everybody coochie but hers. That's overwhelming as well. You coming in the house smelling like 5 menstrual cycles. They coming in there kissing all on the baby and all that. After you was just out there, your turn. Because you was in light and she was in love. No, y'all. The trust issue. Well, you wouldn't have them if you would have kept it in your pants, YouTuber. Got your goddamn nerve. Like, ugh. Not too much on my grill. Nah, let's get back into this. Please hit the like. So, it's overwhelming. He talked about having related disagreements every other day, despite focusing his time and energy on her happiness. His quote, and in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument, DDG wrote. No, she not wrong. What about it? Because she keeping it in her pants. And you mad. She keeping her panties up. Unless she's pulling them down for you and you're upset about it. I cannot. He also stated that she frequently downplays his dreams. Well, you ain't reaching none of them. Well, no. Achieve some dreams. Don't nobody got time for all of that. Look, you either gonna do this shit or you're not. Or you're not. Joshua is cheating back. That don't count. That don't count. When we cheat back, we is sad. We don't even enjoy it. We fake the big O and all of that. Joshua, it don't count. Hello? Don't do that. When we cheat back, when we cheat out of frustration, no. Because y'all be forcing us to give our bodies to people we don't even want to really give our bodies to. Now, did you think about that, Joshua? About how we be laying down crying like Stoney was on Set It Off when the man was on top of her and she was trying to get that money for her brother. So he go to school, how she was saying. That's how we be. We be sad. We'll really be wanting to see. We'll really be wanting it. We just need something to throw in your face. That's it. That's all. We'll really be wanting to do it though. We be sad. We be wanting to look behind us and it's you. But you stuck. Correct. When we be telling you that this your, see, we be meaning it. Until you gonna find you a new one. Then it ain't shown no more. Yeah. Then we got a little piss you off. You laying next to us freshly fucked. We want to do the same thing. Why we can't come in the house smelling like cologne? Why we can't come in the house smelling like another nigga? Why folk come? Why we can't come in smelling like Degree with somebody else's shirt on because we don't know where ours was? Why we can't come home at 4 o'clock in the morning? What's wrong with that? I stuck by your side after you did it to me. You wouldn't sleep with my next door neighbor, my cousin Felicia, all of that, but I took you back. And I only cheated because you did. So I can be trusted. I'm still trustworthy. Correct. I'm still trustworthy. Because as long as you don't do it again, you ain't got to worry about me. That's how this go. I can be trusted. Because I'm only out here in these good streets because you is. If you was at home in the bed, that's where I'd be too. I'm tired of being there by myself for what? And you got these hoes legs to the moon out here. Me too. When you out in the club, don't think I'm not, Joshua. Even when you're out making love, don't think I'm not. When you're feeling good, at somebody's spot getting hot, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not because I'm out getting money. Now moving right along, because you tried it. You got your nerve. You definitely tried that. No, when we cheat back, yeah. Y'all got your nerve. So moving right along. So it says these so it says right here, and in your eyes, you're never wrong. Correct, we ain't. DDG wrote adding that he'd take her advice of becoming more successful like Jay-Z. He also stated that she frequently downplays his dreams because you ain't reached none of the motherfuckers and we tired of holding y'all down. It's annoying. I'm out here being out of the sea. I'm out here being the best mother and mermaid to ever be. I'm out here being the first black mermaid. And you over here, and you keep flopping. You over here flopping. We done had a baby. You done put them on the album cover, all that shit. You're still trash. We tired of all that. You about to be 30 soon. We ain't got time for all of that. No geriatric rap career. We ain't got time for all of that. Look, you either gonna do this shit now, just stay at home and be a stay-at-home dad. Do the streaming and babysitting. What you about to do? Because I got an audition. What's T? Now you go with me, so hurry up. Now use my little clout, and you know, because we ain't got time for all of this. We ain't got time. Hurry up. Nah. So that's just what they were. He mad at her because he trash. Holly said, okay, in her responses, Holly says she won't beg him, alleged that he demeans her and that he enjoys her insecurity, which he do. A slew of texts then read, keep your phone on airplane mode, but when I die, don't say shit. Don't come to my funeral or anything. F you. Be happy that these are the last texts you gonna get from me. Again, what is the problem? It be like that. Oh, y'all need to stop trying to make it like y'all. It's just so perfect. Y'all ain't never told no nigga y'all about to end it. I done told at least like 4. I ain't going nowhere. I just want them to come do what I said to do. That's it. Sometimes you got to make it a little grave. It's a little piece. Just a little piece. Now, I'm not encouraging it. I'm not saying do it, but I mean, yeah. Sometimes it be like that. Nah. Their big head ass should have answered that damn phone and responded to my girl. Nah. Because she would have to say all of that. You know that she insecure and she going through stuff. You know how them Disney princesses be? The audacity. Nah. Now, I'm not saying it's right. But it's plenty of people that do that. That'll call their boyfriend like, look at here, look. You might want to go to the house while you can, while the door is unlocked before I jump off this building. Yeah, no. Just don't answer your phone. Keep ignoring me. That is completely fine. Keep ignoring me. It is okay. And I bet not, case my brothers, I left it in the note for them to beat your ass if you come to my funeral, because I'm leaving the world because of you. And then you hang up. That's just how it be. Sometimes you call them in the car. What you doing? Because how I'm about to drive this car off the road? How I'm about to drive off this bridge because of you? It's a shame. I don't know why you act like you want to talk to me. You're not going to be able to. You might as well answer now, because if how you can't talk to me if I'm dead? How you going to come back tomorrow? What, a seance? You better answer this damn phone, or the next time we speak, it's going to be through a Ouija board. Got your damn nerve. Now, that's just what that word. Now, Holly, let's not do that, baby. Okay? Now that's just... Because then niggas be trying to use it against you. Like, look at this girl. Ain't that just a girl? Now he's trying to use it against us, girl. Now he ain't say nothing in 2022 breach. He ain't say nothing then. Now he want to say something now, girl. So yeah, but Holly, let's not do that, girl. Let's not, girl. And then if you is gonna do it, just say it on the phone. Because then there ain't no record of it, girl. Girl, you don't type nothing like that, boo. You must have been real mad that day. Girl, you should have called me, girl. You should have called me, girl. But yeah, so I do feel like he knew she was going through something. I don't think that she was serious, when she said it. Of course she wasn't. This was years ago, and she's here just fine. She never did anything to herself, so, which is great. I'm glad that, but again, people do things like that. They do like to cause a sense of urgency or panic to make the person come to them, but they have truly no intention of hurting themselves. But sometimes, you truly just never know what a person's going through and what they will do. Just because you think someone may not do something, it don't mean that they won't do it. So, yeah, I just wish she wouldn't have said things. I do. That's not a good look. It's not a good look, and I'm sure that's something that Haley probably, is embarrassed about, but something I'm sure she regrets. Because yeah, it's still just not a good look. There's no way of cleaning that up. In my eyes, even if you are going through something, because Haley did respond to these things, and we're going to get into that too. But I don't feel like saying that I've been dealing with mental situations and stuff like that is an excuse. Like, yeah, no, that's not an excuse. That means you need to get, I'm not gonna say help, but you do need to speak to someone non-biased. A lot of times we feel like our family and friends can help us through things. Some things they can. The little things, heartbreak, breakups, sometimes financial situations, stuff like that. I do think they can help with that. But when it comes to like unlocking things mentally, you need to speak to somebody non-biased, someone that don't know you, so that they can get an assessment based off of what you're saying and not using certain things like against you or things that they may know about you. So I think that it would be good to speak to someone that's going to tell you the truth instead of what you want to hear. Because the truth sometimes can be hard to hear. It can be hard to drink it in. And family and friends want to protect us, from being hurt. So they will kind of, tell us what we want to hear versus to what we need to hear, which is the truth. And the truth is, if you feel that way, dating shouldn't even be on the list of things that Haley should, in my eyes, be doing right now, because you're just going to take that energy into the next relationship because you are the common denominator. This type of behavior that she's using right now, very manipulative, to get DDG to do what she wants him to do, means that you will carry that into your next relationship, because that's you. That's not DDG. That's you. That's your behavior. Okay. So you would treat the next man the same way. If the same characteristics and traits that DDG is showing to make you react that way, you would do it the same. You would do the same thing or worse with the next person that you encounter. So it's better. That's why they call it baggage. Like, don't bring that into your next relationship. And you also don't want to bring that into you raising your child. To where your child will even be afraid for your safety and think that maybe you will hurt or harm yourself, because you do go through things. We all go through things. But because she was going through stuff, again, she was pregnant or just had the baby, a new mom. There's a lot of things going on, emotions everywhere, hormones everywhere, and whatnot. Again, they started dating and got pregnant pretty quickly. It wasn't like them dating 3-4 years and then they had a baby, so they had time to really get to know one another. I don't think it was that. I think it happened rather quickly, with them meeting each other, falling for each other quickly, and boom, pregnant. Then welcoming the baby, and their relationship wasn't like ironclad. It was it was very rocky. And then adding a baby into a rocky, toxic relationship, it's just going to spill over. And that's what it's doing right now. Now it's spilling over into Halo, because at the end of the day, this is who this is about. This is about a baby. And Halo is a baby, not an older kid that kind of has a sense of awareness and what's going on. Halo has no idea what's happening. He has no idea why he hasn't seen his father. And I think DDG is a good dad. So I do think that he should be seeing his son. I do think that. I don't think that Halo needs to be being withheld. That is something that I would say that I would frown upon when it does come to Holly. Learning that it's a toxic relationship. It's different when you're going through DV and the man is the aggressor and putting his hands and stuff on you. Then yes, I do think that he would be a direct threat towards the child as well. But if you are willing to put your hands on him, then how are you not the same threat to the child? I don't understand that. If you're trying to make it seem, Holly, that DDG putting his hands on you in certain points in time makes him a direct threat towards your child, if you are initiating to where you are walking up to that man, DDG, and putting your hands on him, rather you're slapping him, punching, whatever you're doing, why would you not be a direct threat to the child as well? What makes you any different because you have breast? What makes you any different? You're not. It just because you feel like, because one thing that I don't have to say it to my kid's mother anymore, but what I used to say to her, you don't love them more than me. You don't. There is nothing that you would do for our kids that I wouldn't do. Nothing. You can't name anything. Even laying my life down on the line, I would gladly leave this world if I know that they could stay longer. If it's me or them, me. So if you feel the same way, then how do you love them more than me? You don't. And I don't think that I love them more than you. I think we equally love them. We love our children because we will do anything for them because we have. It's not a future thing. It's been doing it since birth, type of thing, doing anything to make them happy, working hard, providing. We've done all of those things. So, but you didn't do it alone. Like there's never been a year, a month, a week that my children have went without me. They always have me. They moved out of state. I moved to that same state. Like I was a month later, I was right there where they were. I moved because you don't love them more than me. I'll follow them to the end of the world and back. So I feel like with this situation with Halle and DDG, I think that they both equally love Halo. I don't think that DDG loves Halo more than Halle, and I don't think Halle loves him more than DDG. I think they equally love their son. That is the energy that I feel the both of them give. When Halle is around Halo, she lights up. When DDG is around Halo, he lights up. You can tell they love that boy. He does have love all around him. He does on both ends. His mother's side loves him dearly, and his father's side loves him dearly. So that I'm gonna look at it like that, I don't feel like DDG will put his son in direct harm. I don't think that. And I don't think Hollywood either. I don't think that she will put him in direct harm. As parents, there's situations that we just can't control. We go somewhere to take our kids to the fair or something. Somebody break out fighting or something like that. That don't have anything to do with us. Like, what does that have to do with us? All our job is to make sure that our kid is safe, to get our kid to safety. That's it. So that's why this is so sad, because it is unfair, because this is about a child and the child does not have a say. Because if he did, he would say, I want my mom and my dad. That's how I feel like Halo would say. I don't think Halo would say that I just want to be with my mom. I don't want to be around my dad. I don't feel that way. So it's like, why take him through that? I don't think he needs to miss out on time with either parent, but it is what it is. But I do think that her stating this is very manipulative. Yeah, and it's sad that she would feel that she needs to say this to get his attention. It does give that he treats her badly for her attention. I think that DDG would do certain things. When we're in a relationship, like, we know the triggers. We know what's going to make who we go with mad. We know what's going to make them happy. We know all those things, right? So I think that DDG deliberately would ignore Halle, knowing how she would react, because he wants her to react that way. Because then he gets to keep her attention on him while he's out here cheating and doing all of this other stuff. So because he wants to have his cake and eat it too, he knows that a lot of the things that he's doing that she does not agree with. He knows that she doesn't. And I don't think that she's literally trying to hold him back, but I do think that she tries to hold him back from things that could possibly make it so that he's cheating or with other women and, a sexual way and stuff like that. So I think that he deliberately ignores her to get her to react. And then once she reacts, once he gets her to the point to where she's boiling over, where she's really angry, then that's when he'll start responding, because then he knows he has her on the hook. While he out here doing all of this other stuff, while he's saying to her, being very manipulative, saying, oh, I just want to be left alone. I just want to be alone. If that were true, why are you creeping up in her house while she's not there taking pictures of her bedroom and stuff, like, but you swear you want to be left alone? You swear you don't want to be with her like that? Like, I feel like it's like a game and it's toxic. But I think that that's how he keeps his attention on her attention on him. Even while they're separated, I do think that they're still messing around. I do think that they're still having sex and, other stuff that people do in relationships, but just don't have the title, just aren't like together. At Halo's birthday party, them together, it still gave couple, although they weren't together. But it still gave couple. It didn't give mom and dad separated, coming together, throwing a party for their son. It gave, we still fucking. That's what it gave. And with DDG feeling like, oh, well, if you mess with old boy, I'm about to move on. I'm about to show you da. Why would that matter if y'all not together? Why does that matter? Why are you jealous of who she may or may not be seeing if you're not with her? That's toxic. Very toxic. And it's a game because now you want her to feel, transferring the energy. Now I feel some type of way. I'm jealous. I'm angry. I'm mad at you. I want you to feel all those same things. So him sending her text messages like, oh, you went on vacation and, you had old boy there. Basically, like, watch what I'm going to do. Like, no, when I go on vacation, when I'm going to have all type of bad bitches around me and all of that. Why would she want that? Why? Even if she did meet a male while she was out on vacation, I highly doubt Halo was anywhere near that man. That's why Chloe went with her. Maybe keep an eye on him keep an eye on the baby. And I'm sure they went with other family too. Keep an eye on the baby while she goes and hangs out. And I do feel like she kept it respectful. I don't think that we would see any pictures of her over there with the baby and that male. And I don't feel like that. I do think that she would keep it respectful because I think she does still have feelings for DDG. And I think that he still has feelings for her. But I think Haley is over it. I think Halle is finally ready to move on. I think she wants to be done with DDG. I think she wants to see other men and be happy. I think that she finally came to the realization that it's probably just not going to work out. Having a kid makes it harder to separate when you want to stay together for the child and maybe even give them siblings, and whatnot one day. I don't feel like any mother really sets out to have a baby by a man and leave that man and go have babies with other men. I don't think any woman really sets out to do that when they're in a relationship with a man. It's like we're together. We just so happen to have gotten pregnant. We're having a baby. And I think that they want to make that last, as long as possible. That the child seeing both parents every single day, both parents still being together, showing the child love. And, I think that they want that. I don't think a mother literally, I'm going to have a baby about this dude just to break up with him, just to go find another man and have a whole nother family one day. Like when Sierra got her future, I don't think that was her plan, to get with him, have a baby, break up, and then get married. I don't think that was her plan. I really don't. I think life just happens. And the situation didn't work out with her in future. So, she met a good man later on and got married and had a beautiful family, and blended, her first child inside that family. And, they're trying to live happily ever after. And, I don't see anything wrong with that. But I also don't think it was a plan. So same thing here with Halle. I don't think that this was a plan. I don't think that even with DDG, I don't think either one of them planned to not be together. I think that it was rocky and they went back and forth. And I don't know. I just think that, I just feel bad for the baby because it's just like, oh, poor baby Halo. Got to go through all this stuff. And y'all know we love that little baby. So it says, then 9 minutes later, Bailey flooded him with texts about him not wanting her, his family hating her, etc. I will go and fly and be just fine in heaven without any of this, without any of your rude arse people making me feel bad about myself, Halle allegedly wrote. In text screenshots from February 9th, DDG tells Halle, hurting yourself won't fix anything. The internet-ish is irrelevant. It's fixed already. Then in 2023, June 5th, while pregnant with Halo, Bailey allegedly texted him, just leave me here to die, amid a series of other texts. That is sad. Days later, on June 16th, DDG alleges Halle appeared at a movie theater he had attended with a female friend. He said he had to restrain a pregnant Bailey to prevent her from harming herself or his friend in a physical confrontation. DDG added that Halle verbally assaulted him and his long-standing, strictly platonic friend. His filings included screenshots of texts from Halle on June 17, 2023, in which she admitted to catching him with another girl the night before. In that same text, she accused him of stealing her car, to which he later replied, "How come you can take my things and I can't take yours?" Then he offered to return her car keys in exchange for his laptop. Mm-hmm. On June 28, 2023, there were allegedly more messages about self-harm exchanged. She wrote at 8:19 p.m., "If I die, you wouldn't even care." A minute later, they responded, "I would, you tripping and keep threatening to kill my unborn son. You're weird. I wouldn't feel safe having a child with you at this point." Adding in another text, "Stop being fake happy to be a mom." Wow. Wow. Crazy work. Crazy work. I will say that is a lot. That is heavy. But before I even say anything about these messages, let me say this. Y'all saying, Halle. These messages was from June 16th, and this June 16th and June 5th. And this was all in 2023, 2 years ago. How concerned were you if you said nothing to no one? Why now? This is why I understand why the judge denied him getting full custody or sole custody of Halo and using these as examples when they happened years ago. You did nothing when these things happened. You didn't contact police. You didn't send the at least first responders over there to check on her to make sure that she's okay. None of that. So what that says is that you knew she wasn't serious. Mm-hmm. What that says is you knew she wasn't serious because you were pushing her to the point of saying these things, not doing anything, because she didn't do nothing. She didn't harm that baby. He came out perfectly healthy. She no harming of that baby. Okay. He make it seem like she was just texting him this a few days ago. Like a week before she filed for custody, this is what she was saying. No, this was years ago. So you trying to use that, and you did nothing about it years ago. So that means that you weren't worried. That's what that means. You weren't worried. Why would you be worried now? Why is she an unstable mom now when she said this years ago and she's been raising your son? She's been raising him. She's been the sole provider of him, meaning he's with her more than you. Out of 7 days out the week, he would chew about 2-3 of them. The rest of them, he would his mom. He would mama. So if you were so fearful of her doing these things, why not file for custody? Because you could file for custody while she's pregnant. Oops. You sure could. Mm-hmm. But see, you didn't do any of those things because you were manipulating her, gaslighting her, and then when she would react this way, you would then love bomb her because you are a narcissist. You are. Again, you cannot tell a person how to feel, right? So because I may be a little stronger if a man was cheating on me, or you may be a little stronger if a man was cheating on you, it does not mean that she's not going to react differently when somebody cheats on her. That just, you can't tell a person how hurt to be, about something. So I may not be losing sleep and all of that stuff over a breakup, and all of that stuff. But some people are truly like sick. It's like a death, when they break up with people, rather just a simple breakup after a few years or a divorce, so it's hard. It's not easy having a new normal when you're so used to someone and Again, she was pregnant, so she's a new mom expecting. She doesn't want to be embarrassed, and she doesn't probably want to be a single mom, or it's probably all type of stuff rushing through her head, to where maybe she did feel at times to where she just didn't want to be here anymore. To where she did feel that she wasn't going to be a good mom or worthy of being a mom, or that you go through stuff like it's. Again, she's human because she's a celebrity. What is she supposed to have a different mindset? Oh, she's supposed to be better than that because she's rich. She's supposed to be better than that. She's worked with Beyonce. She's supposed to be better. Well, no, she's human. A young lady, body changing, going through all type of things, becoming a mother. All of that, none of that stuff is easy. None of it. And then you with a dude that keeps cheating on you and all of this, rather be inside of every other woman but you. And then you're already insecure about what you look like being pregnant, your stomach getting bigger and bigger. You keep telling yourself it's the baby, but you really feel like it's not, that your body gonna change. You in this industry to where your body absolutely matters. Look matters, sex sells. It's a lot of pressure. She just got a huge role finishing being the area. It was a lot. The girl's going through a lot, and she's young, so it takes time to know how to weather all of these storms and whatnot, all of these situations, learning to handle them. And then you have a dude that's supposed to be your rock, that's lying to you on a day-to-day basis, but at the same time telling you that he loves you, and you believe in his ass. So you go through a lot. So let's not leave all of that out, to where she's just supposed to be perfect. No, she's not. She's human just like anybody else, no different than DDG. He's not supposed to be perfect either. He's going to mess up. He's going to have mistakes, and whatnot. So, him cheating once or twice and getting caught and deciding like, you know what, I'm going to try to be faithful to you. I'm trying to just be with you, blah, blah, blah. He didn't want to do none of that stuff. He still wanted to be an F-boy. An F-boy. Like, wrap it up if you want to be an F-boy. If you want to be an F-boy, wrap it up. Stop pumping these kids and stuff inside of these women, lying to them, telling them that you want to be with them, and you don't. You want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to be with her, but at the same time, you want to smash all these other females that you and your homies are hanging with. You feel like you're missing out on something. Oh, I'm missing out. All this around me, I can't hit none of it. I got to go home and hit what I've been hitting for the last 2 years. Oh, what? Like you're a child. Grow up. Like on some real ish, grow up. You drive the girl crazy, and then she responds, and then when she does, she's supposed to be punished for it. Same thing with him. When she's manipulating him and driving him crazy, he should be being punished for the things that you are bringing out of him, the energy that you are bringing out of him. So they're both toxic in the relationship. It takes two people to have a toxic relationship. Not just one person's toxic. Because it even says a lot about a person that stays with a toxic person. Like, it got to be something about you toxic too, and whatnot. Yes, KB, and she's expressed postpartum, and whatnot. But of course, none of that stuff matters. When women say that are celebrities, especially Black ones, when Black women say, postpartum and stuff like that, it's ignored. That's a white woman illness. Girl, it only matters when white women go through. A Black woman go through it, she a mammy, she an unfit, But a white girl go through it. Lindsay Lohan go through it. Miley Cyrus go through it. Britney Spears, she put her cheering in the car seat with no seat belts. She ain't got on none. She ain't got on no shoes. Nothing, and all that. And it's postpartum. Britney's going through postpartum. But Whitney Houston bring her child on tour, and it's just like, oh my God, the crack. It's the crack. Rick is wick. Excuse me? So that don't exist with Black women. They don't get that. No, they got to be strong. Black women too strong to go to postpartum. Black women, since they treat it so badly, they just gotta deal with it. It ain't nothing that they can't bear. Girl, please. Like, I'm just saying. Like, it's a shame, KB. We can't be like, yeah, she was going through post, because she was. She even before any of this stuff even came out, Holly was online talking about postpartum and talking about her anxiety and talking about her depression and stuff like that. So it does seem like she's at least trying to heal and take some accountability for the things that may be going on in her life that we may not see, that her friends and family and whatnot, they may see, but we don't, because we don't know her like personally, So I think that it's brave. Like she's talked about like having issues with her body, and whatnot, and even kind of like low key going through body dysmorphia, and stuff like that. Like she's expressed all of these things, all of them. And that could be many reasons to make a person not want to be here anymore, don't want to hurt or harm themselves, but she Black. So since she's a Black woman, not a Black girl, a Black woman, she just got to deal with it because she's going to be scrutinized no matter what. So either way, which is unfortunate because people act like Halo 15. What is he, 2? Postpartum can last 5, 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. It's some women going through postpartum right now with a 10-year-old. Yeah, depression don't have an expiration date. It really don't. It kind of just leaves when things get better. So when you have things to look forward to is usually when depression leaves, because then you start to get excited about life, and things again. Depression sometimes have people in a chokehold, where they feel like it's impossible to get out. And most people that are depressed do not know. They don't know. Honestly. That's why it's so big in the Black community, because we don't take time to talk to each other and talk about our feelings. And we always feel like we have to be strong. We have to derive in strength. We can't show any weakness when that's not weak. Going to the doctor or stuff like that. A lot of Black people just won't go until like they absolutely have to, when they could have been getting checkups and, and stuff like that. We're not built like that though. Or, we don't have health insurance, or we don't this, or we don't that, like always making excuses for ourselves and forcing ourselves to deal with stuff that we don't have to deal with, that we really don't. It's just being hard-headed and generational. 100%. So yeah, that is very unfortunate. But yeah, depression can last a very long time. Even coping, when people lose people like in their lives, that you can deal with that for years. Like, it's not like, oh, well, that person passed away 4 months ago or a year ago. Get over it. What? Like, sometimes, especially like losing a child, or something like that. Some people never recover. Some people never get back to themselves. Never become the person that they were, or something reminiscent to it. So depression is all about finding yourself, and a lot of people don't know who they are. And then sometimes you lose who you are. Like Holly getting in a relationship with a narcissist. She lost herself. She had a better idea or understanding of who she was before she lost herself in a man, because that's what happened. She lost herself in a man. People do it every day. You get in a relationship and your identity becomes the relationship. So when you leave the relationship or the relationship ends, you don't know who you are. You have no idea. So in most, I was just saying Black people, since that's my experience, a lot of Black women will cut themselves off from the world, leaving a bad relationship, and have no idea that they're in a depression. They won't look at a man. They won't talk to a man. They're very combative with even just the men in their lives, like their brothers and uncles and male cousins or male friends. They're very combative with them and whatnot, because it's like they hate men when they really don't. They just lost themselves in one. So since they did, they view them the enemy. Like, no, I'm not getting in a relationship. I'm not opening my heart up. I'm not doing that. I'm going to close myself off. And that is a very sad life, because you're missing out on a lot. All because of fear. The fear of it not working out. The fear of not finding someone. The fear, it's all the fear. It's all just, So I know a lot of Black women that will have a good relationship throughout their lives, and then after that relationship, if it don't last, or they're not widowed or whatnot, won't ever getting another one again. And if they do, it's like on the low. And that's because everybody has their needs. So it's just like, they'll kick it with somebody in the background, like a little booty call, but they're not going public with anyone or anything like that. It's just not happening. And that's unfortunate. It really is, because it holds you back from so much, because you're not just closing yourself off to dating and stuff like that. You're also closing yourself off to friendships, to relationships with your family, meeting other families, because sometimes you don't like your family. Sometimes we get with somebody and we like their family better than we like ours. Fact. Fact. Sometimes we'll be in a relationship with somebody and love their family, love their mama and their daddy and their cousins and their sister and brother, just love them, just adore them. And then sometimes you hate them. Sometimes you hate them. But sometimes, you would deal with your, spouse's side of the family more than you deal with your own, because you like them better. But if you're cutting all of that off, you're losing so much. And I think that that's what Halle has done. I think that she's trying to cut DDG off, but moving too quickly, and to try to go back out there and be like, no, it's just sometimes you do need to take some time, and figure out who you are. Who am I now that I'm leaving this relationship? Instead of hopping in another one with all of that baggage and all of those same issues, and then you're going through the same things with this man. Now you're putting your hands on him. Now he's retaliating, putting his hands on you, and he ain't even that type of person, all of that. And now you done painted him to be something that he's really not, based off of your insecurities and your low self-esteem, and you being toxic, but not wanting to admit it, because you think you got rid of the toxicity because you blamed everything on him. No, that's why you take accountability. Because when you take accountability, you can fix the issues that you have with yourself, so that when you do move on, you don't carry them with you. That the red flags and the signs that you need to see when you're about to overreact about something, or when you're not giving this person trust because you have things that remind you, my last boyfriend, when we was together, he used to say he was going on a trip with his friends, and the whole time he'd be cheating. Now you coming to me telling me you about to go on a trip, and now I'm responding to you as if I would respond to my ex, although you haven't cheated on me, he has, but you have to pick up this baggage. Now you have to sit here and get into unnecessary arguments with me, and now I'm being toxic, putting my hands on you, taking your things from you, and all of this stuff, and then you retaliate, you respond to my behavior, my actions, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, whether it's, whatever, emotional, financial, you respond to those things. And now I'm painting you out to be somebody that you technically aren't, And so, yeah, I think that Halle should definitely take some time and not see anybody. Date yourself for a while. Hang out with you. Get to know you. Figure out your triggers and the things that make you feel insecure in relationships before just jumping back out here just to crash, just a, like a car crash waiting to happen type of situation. Get everything fixed so you can get out on the road and the smooth sailing. You get the coast out there, you get to put in cruise control instead of whatever you and DDG have going on right now. But anyways, let's keep going. So 2025. Okay. So August 5th, 2024, Halle allegedly texts DDG requesting help and asking him to pick Halle up because she was not okay, and didn't want their son seeing that. When he agreed to come, she sent several other texts that led him to ask if he should. When she suggested self-harm by writing, "There's proof everything that I have tried to reach there's proof everything that I tried to reach out for help. Before I did this." DDG again said he was on the way to pick up Halle. Again, why not call for help, DDG? Why not call the police? Why not call at least the first responder to go and check on her? You're not a doctor. You're not a psychiatrist. You're none of the things. You're not a police officer. You're not a part of a suicide hotline. You're none of those things. So if you were so concerned about her and thinking that she was really going to do something to herself, why not contact any of those sources? Well, why not? I just don't understand that. I just don't get it. But maybe he does, so whatever. Let's keep going. And the text from February 27, DDG accuses Halle of having a phone conversation about girls and not their son. She writes back, every day I want to die because of the way you embarrass me online and allow other women to speak on me. Bailey adds that her love for Halo is the reason she will keep going. He denies her claims of disrespect. Okay, again, clearly she doesn't want to do anything to herself. You are just making her feel a certain way, and you do it deliberately. You deliberately push her to the edge, and then once she gets to the edge, this is when you want to reel her in, because then you know you truly have her attention. And it's sick, that you would do that instead of just letting her go. Let her go. If she's such this issue, she's such this problem, it's constantly, she always think I'm cheating. Break up. End it and leave it that way. Then file for custody. Then do it. DDG had no intention of filing for custody. No intention. The only reason DDG is filing for custody is because Halle decided that she wants this to be over, that she wants this to be done. That is the only reason why all of this is happening. DDG had no intention of calling nobody. He wasn't calling nobody. He wasn't getting no courts involved, none of that stuff, because he playing a fucking game. He would have kept playing this game because every time he played, he feel like he wins. So he would have kept on playing it. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't feel like Halle is the problem here. I don't. I feel like it's DDG. I do. Because you could have been did something. Why say something after she do? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. If Holly's coming forward saying something, then that to me says she wants this to be over. We need to get outside parties involved, because I'm done with all of this. Like, I'm not about to take my son through all of this. We need something set in stone, because I don't think that she doesn't want him to see their son. I think that she wants a set agreement, a decent agreement. That's just how I feel. Wouldn't you want to defend yourself? I wouldn't have to. I've had situations with women to where they put their hands on me. I've had candles thrown at me. I've been punched out of my sleep. Like, never hit any of the women back. Never. Not one woman is going to come forward and tell you that I ever put my hands on them. So there would be nothing for me to defend. Because that's the reason why he really wanted to come out on defense, is because of him trying to defend himself, putting his hands on this damn girl. There's no reason for it. No reason. I've had females, I've been at the club, females and try to run up on me and all, because this mouth is vicious. So I don't have plenty of females trying to run, and I never hit them back, never tried to hit them, never. Because I know better. And DDG know better, because I am not a woman beater. I am not. All it takes is one time. You put your hands on the female one time, and that is it. That is all it takes for you to be labeled from there on. You don't have to hit a few women to be labeled a WB, a woman beater. Just one. That's all it takes. Ike wasn't running around allegedly hitting every woman he saw. It was Tina. So, I mean, that's just how I look at it. It wouldn't be nothing for me to defend at that point. People said, didn't she threaten to off herself if he left her or to not speak to her? In 2022, girl, it's 2025. And we found out about this in 2025. Those messages was not from February 2025. Those messages was not from June 2025. We just entered June. August ain't happened yet. So all of these messages are from years ago. And Halle did not put that information out there. He did. And he know that was a low blow. That was a low blow. It was. It was. One thing about Halle, what she detailed in her restraining order are recent events. Recent. That is why the judge has been siding with her. Real rap. That is why the judge has been siding with her. Because the things that she's stating, even the physical altercation with the whole steering wheel incident, all of that was recent. Recent. Him coming after her was recent. Her just going on vacation with her sister and her baby. And allegedly the guy that she's, talking to was, on the island too. That's recent. That none of that is from 2022. Halle didn't put in that restraining order in 2022. I took my baby. No, the baby wasn't even born yet. Halo wasn't even here yet. So That's what I'm saying. Like, I really don't see what is there for him to defend. When Holly even admitted in her restraining order that she's put her hands on him too. So she's taking accountability. I can appreciate that. I can. A person wondering, well, why didn't Holly say that she was trying to end her life? Why should she? You know, that's very personal. Very personal. Very. Yeah. He says, but if she's taking him to court, he's supposed to try and stay in his son's life, right? Absolutely, 100%. But if you're going to stay in your son's life, you have to have credible things to stay in your son's life. Correct. Not pulling things from years ago of situations that are very serious, like unaliving yourself and never reporting it to anybody, never getting at least DHS or someone involved if you feel like your son is in danger. He never did any of that stuff. He never did. And Holly is a good mother. So he's going to, because in order to get sole custody, you have to prove the mother unfit. Because they no judge in this world about to take a child from a good mother. They're not going to do that. Now, they'll take a child and give a child to a father with an unfit mother. But with a fit one, they're come hell or high water, he's going to have a hell of a hard time trying to get custody of that baby when she is deemed a good mother. She's a great mom. She's an amazing mother. And he's a good dad. I'm not saying anything about DDG's parenting. I think DDG is a good dad. I do. I think he loves his son. He pays attention to his son. Yeah, that's why I said it's a sad situation, you know, that the baby has to be involved, because I think both parties love their son. I don't think Holly loved that baby more than he do. I don't. And I don't think that it should be so that made so that DDG cannot see his son. He need his father, just like he need his mother. He need DDG. He needs him. You know, Holly gonna have to eat that, because this is who, Holly, baby, I love you, girl, but this is who you decided to open your legs to and put a baby inside of you. So you're gonna have to deal with him whether you like it or not. You do not get to erase him because you're tired of him. You do not get to do that. Not at all. You got at least another 16 years of him being in your face, whether you like it or not. Yes. Because one thing that we can't say about DDG, if DDG is trash, what does that make you for letting him drop a baby off in you? I wish I would go around saying that a nigga is trash, but I got a baby by him. Because what does that say about me? What does that say about me? Hello? What does that say about my decision-making skills? If I decided to procreate with somebody like that, and Holly knew what she needed to know. She knew. Now, there's some things you don't know, because, you know, sometimes it takes time to learn everything that you need to learn about a person before you know that this probably isn't somebody you should be with. And it's the same thing for figuring out somebody that you should be with. You know, sometimes it just takes time. But she knew what she needed to know. She knew he was a playboy. She knew he dealt with a lot of women. You knew a plethora of these things. Of course, he's going to lie to you and make it look like, you know, you all he want, you all he see. So, okay, you fell for the okie doke, but that baby loves his father. He do. So to try to take the DDG fully away from his kid, you're hurting Halo more than you would ever be hurting DDG. DDG, because what is being said, he allegedly got another female pregnant, allegedly. That it's a whole nother baby on this way here. So don't make him be one of those dudes that will just 86 his child and make other ones and be around them because the mom will allow it. And since you won't, and he done try to take you to court, he done did everything that he felt like he could to try to see his son, and you keep blocking him and roadblocking him. Like, I would hate that. I don't think that that's a good look. I don't. Like, you chose this man. You did. You wanted him real bad. You wanted him so bad that you was even stating that at points to where you would end your life if you couldn't have him, if he wasn't near you, if he wasn't by you, if you can't breathe, if he ain't around you. How you supposed to breathe with no air? Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You wanted him. You got him. You got him. Here you go. You wanted him, girl. You got him. So, hey, That's all I'm saying. You out here tussling, you meeting females that movies to put your hands on them and all of that because they would show New York. You got them. This is what you was fighting for. Mm-hmm. It was. So be accountable for it and make this a decent situation for you and your son, not you and DDG, because this ain't got nothing to do with him no more. You don't have to consider him, Holly. You do not. But you do need to consider your son. And when you look at your baby, do you truly think that what's best is in his best interest is for him not to be around his father? Do you really feel that way? Do you really feel like he shouldn't be around his grandmother over there, his grandfather, step-grandfather, aunts and uncles, and all the people that love and adore him? Do you really? Because they haven't seen him. And I don't think Holly could go this long without seeing Halo. So just imagine if the shoe was on the other foot, Holly. If DDG had your baby and was withholding him from you, like you don't love your baby. Like you will put your baby in harm's way. You wouldn't. And I think that you honestly don't think that DDG would either. I think that you're just angry. I think that Holly is angry. I think that she is mad. I do. I think she feels used and abused and, all type of stuff. I do. But I'm not for weaponizing children. I will never support that. I would never support somebody weaponizing a child because that's what it gives. Like she's turning baby Halo into a weapon and I'm going to hurt you by keeping him from you. And that is not cool. That is not fair because I'm thinking about the child. It has nothing to do with the parents because both of them love him. So what's to consider? What's to consider? That's very unfortunate. It's sad. Keila said this whole thing stems from emotion and not the best interest of Halo. I agree. 100%. Club Tete says her lawyer reached out to his lawyer to try to set a visitation and his side never responded. But here's the thing, Club Tete, she has a restraining order on him. And the restraining order also, Halo is in the restraining order. So he can't be around neither. He can't be around her or Halo. And I think that's dirty. I'm like, damn. I love Holly and everything, but I'm just like, whoa. Like, because as a father, I'm just thinking like, I would never want that. Like, I would never want someone to keep my kids from me. Like, I would never want my kids to think that I'm just not present or I don't want to be there for them or around them. And they don't know. All they know is that they don't see you. I went from seeing you to now I don't. So, I see my mom, so that means she cares about me, right? But I don't see you, so that means you don't, right? When it's nothing like that. A lot of the times that's not the situation. It's really not. So I do know that Holly wanted the visitation to be supervised, which I think is another thing that's crazy because it's like, well, the baby hasn't been put in any like literal harm, meaning like DDG taking any frustrations out on him or anything like that. So yeah. So yeah, with her having custody of the baby and having a restraining order on him, I think that would be really hard for him to see the baby until the judge sets up some type of visitation when they're in court, when they go back to court on the 24th. So let's get into this because Holly did respond to the messages that he put up. So as previously reported by the Shade Room, Halle Bailey received a temporary restraining order in full custody of baby Halo ahead of the court hearing with DDG, which is set for June 4th. However, the hearing was delayed after the streamer filed a competing custody case. In the filing, he highlighted Holly's alleged history of threatening self-harm. Holly has now responded to those claims. She stated that her ex-boyfriend's declaration has exaggerated, lied, and misconstrued for the court, not only the history of our relationship, but our parenting and my mental health. Holly reportedly explained in her declaration. The actress continued to emphasize that she remains available and fully capable of caring for Halo as a mother. Her quote, "I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of ooh-eyed. without waiving the psychotherapist, is that right? Psychotherapist patient privilege and physician patient privilege. I have reached out to my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. I have been and remain 100% available and capable as a parent to our son, Halo. Bailey wrote in her declaration per Billboard. So I would agree. Holly has spoke about these things publicly on multiple platforms. So I would agree with her. I don't feel like she's capping or just saying that now because it's like, oh, well, you're just saying that because he put out those messages. No. If you follow her or if you followed Holly, then yes, she has been very vocal about mental health, about her anxiety, her issues with her body, her issues after her pregnancy, postpartum. There was times where DDG was putting Halo up on certain streams and she would go onto her Twitter and be like, as a mother, it's like triggering having postpartum, seeing certain things with her son. She has been vocal. She has been. So I have to give Holly that credit, and be like, I do feel like she is capable as a mother, and I do feel like she's gotten a better handle over her mental health because she has spoke on it. People that don't have a handle on those things usually don't talk about them. So if they're going through depressions or thinking about unaliving themselves or self-harm, stuff like that, they usually aren't openly talking about it, like on a public platform, especially. They're usually not doing that. So I think that when you are at a place to where you can speak on it, that you are seeking some type of help for it. So I would have to agree with her when she says that, I'm 100% capable of raising my child. I have spoke to multiple doctors. And I made sure that even me speaking out publicly didn't go against the patient privilege, and whatnot with my doctors. I would have to say she's telling the truth. She is. Who's not telling the truth to me is DDG, because you used it. That's why I said it's a low blow. Because if he could have simply just said that, Holly putting her hands on him, and he has witnesses and stuff to where she gets very violent and whatnot. Because how you're trying to go to court and say the same things that you do to me, I shouldn't be around my kid. You do the same things to me, you shouldn't be around him either. At this point, I don't feel like he had to go with that angle. I think that he was just trying to hurt her. I think that he wanted people to think that she isn't a good mother or isn't suitable to be raising her child because every other day she's thinking about self-harm. And that's not what's going on. But he wanted that narrative to be out there since he feels like she put a narrative out there that he, is a woman beater, So I feel like he wanted to retaliate against her. And I think that's how the judge looked at it. Like, well, this is a retaliation. You just simply are just trying to embarrass her and make her look unstable and whatnot. And from what we see, she's completely stable. I'm sure she has proof that she's spoken to these doctors and that the doctors will write letters or whatever they need to say, I guess we have spoke to her. She had been going through some things, and that's normal. People go through things. Like, why does she have to be perfect? Like, what? Like, people a thought is a thought. Her carrying out on it is different. He said multiple times, she said that that she was going to harm herself, right? But not one time did he show up where she was at and she did anything to herself. There was never an actual attempt, right? That's why I feel that he wasn't taking any of the things that she was saying serious. Like he wasn't taking them in the heart, or feeling like I need to get somebody else involved, because he felt like it was for attention. Because he knew what he was doing to make her feel that she needed that attention from him. So yeah, like it was just a big toxic game on both ends, not just DDG, Holly too. Very toxic on both ends. But at the end of the day, I would say I think Halo being with Holly is necessary. I think she's a great mom. I think that she does try to put him in the most suitable environments. I do think that she tries to keep a lot of good people around him. I'm not going to say the same for DDG. I do think a lot of people that he hangs around shouldn't be anywhere near his child. But if he feels that these people are appropriate, I mean, who am I to tell him that? But yeah, I wouldn't be bringing my son on streams and stuff like that. I mean, have y'all ever seen me do a stream with any of my children? I have 4. Okay. So I'm not just speaking in, theoretics. Like if I was with Haley, if Haley was my child's mom, I wouldn't be having him on social media like that. Now, would y'all see him? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like if I'm like, oh, let us see the baby, if he's here, like here he is, say hi, and then he going right back to his business, right back to his life. But yeah, no, I'm not like putting him on camera and sitting there doing a whole string. Why? Like, that's why I look at it, like, why? Like, don't nobody want to sit in front of no camera or order that for an hour or two. Order, like, put that baby down. Let the baby go crawl. Let the baby go play. Like, like, now if you have like a family channel or something like that, hey, that's fine. But if your channel is about you, keep it about you. That's how I look at it. Keep it about you. It's not about them. It's about you. So, yeah, I wouldn't have my baby all on. Not at all. I would give y'all a glimpse, but it wouldn't be like if I adopt another kid, which in the next 5 years I might. I'm thinking about it. If I do, my kid isn't going to be like on camera all the time. Like, not show you my child. I don't have a problem with that. But no, not at all. So I do feel like it's a little cloudish. How DDG said now he knows how Michael Jackson feels. The only reason the situation is this big is because Halle is a celebrity. DDG, you are not. Boy. The only reason this situation is this big is because it's Halle. If it was one of them thoughts that you slept with in Mexico and all them other places, no one would care. No one. This is Ariel. You Ariel, baby daddy. And so, yeah, and don't you ever forget it. Please don't feel famous. Please feel famous adjacent, because that's what you are. Famous adjacent. Correct. Yeah. We're only talking about because of Halle, because that's my girl. Because if you was dating one of them rappers or who you used to be with, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care nothing about this. I promise you I wouldn't. But I love the Baileys. Them is my girls. So that's the only reason we're talking about it. I feel like that's hilarious. When you're saying like, no, I know how Michael Jackson feels. I doubt it. I feel like the only person who knows how Michael Jackson feels is Michael Jackson, and he's gone. So yeah, no one's been that famous. Not even Elvis. So I'm here flip. Moving right along. But I have to go pick up my baby. We will be live on Coffee tonight. We absolutely will. We will be on Coffee tonight. I hope y'all can join us. Okay, the mods, keep dropping the link in the chat. Shout out to my baby Persuasive. Thank you so much for the super sticker too. I love you. Yeah, so we will be on Coffee tonight. We will be live tomorrow over here to get into Saul Vanetta. And then we also have some tea on Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I have a video that I'm dropping at Surviving on that. Okay. I do want to follow with this DDG stuff. So we have so much stuff. Diddy, I am so behind. But don't worry, I'm gonna catch up. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for all of the super stickers, super chats, all of that good stuff. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you so much, Fade. Happy birthday. Again to you, Fade. And shout out to all of y'all. We will be back. Okay, we absolutely will. And until the next show, I'll see y'all tonight on Coffee and then back over here tomorrow. All right. I love y'all. Gotta go get my baby. I gotta go get my baby. I love you guys. Till the next show. Bye. Okay. Bye.